Hey, what's up guys? I'm Jeff with Gamestork, and we're going to be breaking down Nintendo's E3 Spotlight presentation, where they talk more about this. So, to put it bluntly, Nintendo had a strong showing today as they really reached out, dug into our hearts, and planted seeds of things in which we'd be super excited about, which you should be as a Nintendo fan. Now, obviously, we knew going into this that, you know, the big 4K third-party games aren't going to be there. In the very near future, we're going to start seeing things like Call of Duty and things like that being ported over. But as of right now, we know that 2017 is the year of the wait and see for the big third-party games. Now, FIFA looks great on there. There's a gameplay online of like 8 minutes of FIFA gameplay, which actually looks really solid. And then there was a few other ones that were talked about, which we'll get into. So this thing starts out, and the intro is really cool. It goes right into ARMS. Worried me right off the bat. I was like, do not talk about ARMS. No, 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 no. We've already done this. Please. Nintendo. So, come to find out, this was just commercial that had lots of games mixed into it. I went directly from ARMS to Rocket League, and Rocket League is a great addition to the Nintendo Switch. Why? Because the marketing here today, the marketing everywhere, is this is a multiplayer console where you can take it with you anywhere that you go, and you play it anywhere that you go with anybody you want to play wherever you are, right? So, and they communicated that. And that, not only that, but they're saying, look, Rocket League now you can take with you on the go on this portable platform, and you can also play any other system except the PS4 online. Then they went right into Pokken DX, showed that. They showed FIFA 18, they showed some Splatoon 2, and which was really cool. This was all on the sizzle reel in the beginning. Didn't spend too much time on this stuff at all, and it really got me excited as to see where they were going to go with this, because I was like, okay, they're rushing through here, let's see what we got. So there were some pretty big announcements here for Nintendo. The first of which they talked about Xenoblade 2. Now, there have been rumors out there saying Xenoblade 2 is coming in 2018, it's being pushed back, there's nothing you can do. No, if you believe that this is coming this year, you're wrong. And come to find out, Nintendo is true to their word. This is coming holiday 2017, as was confirmed today. Later on in the Treehouse, I got the opportunity to watch all of that, and you do too. All you have to do is just pull it up on YouTube. And man, that game looks solid. They said that they're going to be spending these final couple months on polishing how it looks and making everything look better. But it looked really freaking awesome, to be honest with you. And I can't wait to play it. It looks really, really good. Then we move on to Kirby. So Kirby, which is as of right now just called Kirby, it's a working title, coming out in 2018. This is not a release this year. But does that mean that the Best Buy Canada leak was real? That whoever typed that in there really did have an indication of what game was coming? Or was it still a mistake? Either way, it was right. Right? The hint that said, you know, if you love Kirby and Mario, that everybody said was just phooey. You know, and I get it. You take that stuff with a grain of salt, because typically it is wrong. Then, boom, right? We get Game Freak on there, and something happens, and they're like, yeah, we just want to remind you of Pokken Tournament. And I was like, oh, don't spend your time on Pokken, and don't talk about the Pokemon titles again, and all that. And then they did what we were waiting on, what we were hoping in the last Direct. Now, we weren't like expecting them to have, I know a lot of people have sounded off on comments, especially my comments talking about that, like, how could you ever think that they'd have a Pokemon game ready? Well, the fact is, I never thought they'd have one ready. I just wanted them to do what they did today and say the mainline Pokemon game series is coming to the Switch. That's all we needed. We didn't need to see it, right? Not yet anyway, because it's obviously not in development, or maybe it is in development, just not ready to show. I don't know. What I do know is they announced that a core RPG Pokemon title is on the way for the Nintendo Switch. A real full-out Pokemon game is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Wow! That should excite you. And if it doesn't, there's something wrong with you. This is amazing. First time a full-fledged core RPG mainline Pokemon game has ever been on a console outside of a handheld, and that's going to be crazy. I'm interested to see what they do to replace the touchscreen and see how they implement that in the battle systems and all, because over the years we have been a little bit spoiled, I guess you would say, by the touchscreen, and I don't know. I'm sure they'll do something great though. So next is something huge. There was about a 30-second reel, which you've probably seen by now online, of just the number 4, and it zooms out, and you're like, I wonder what that number 4 is, and all of a sudden Metroid Prime pops up, and you're like, oh, that's awesome. Now it's a little bit confusing to me. I didn't expect a new Metroid game because my understanding was that Prime was done, that it was ended and over. No, I'm not going to ruin anything story-wise for you. But, hey, that's cool. I'm glad there's Prime. Really awesome. You know, we didn't see any gameplay or pictures or anything, but that's fine. We know that it's in development. This game, if I had to guess, I would say 2019, to be honest with you. Like spring 2019 at the earliest. Because if there's not even a photo right now to show, we'll be lucky to see some gameplay and stuff by next E3. So it's not so much to say, you know, this is coming immediately, but they're letting us know that they're developing what we as the fans have wanted, and that's huge. That's so huge for us Nintendo fans. Then they talked about Yoshi, which comes out in 2018. Also, just Yoshi. That's the working title on it. Yoshi. Not Yoshi John or Yoshi this. Just Yoshi. Now, the amazing thing here about this is it's running on Unreal Engine 4, and this was confirmed. A Yoshi title, okay, running on Unreal Engine 4. And this actually looks really solid. It looks like a lot of fun. Just like the Kirby, the multiplayer looks good. The Yoshi, it just looks really fun and clean and artistic. And just, man, I don't know. I'm excited about these titles. And I hope they really do something special with both of these going into the future to make them really stand out and really appeal to the mass market. Fire Emblem Warriors is coming out fall of this year. This is big. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. The story trailer looked great. The gameplay and the treehouse look fantastic. And, you know, there's just nothing to complain about here. This is coming right around the corner. This game is a lot of fun. I can tell just by looking at it, it's fun. I can't wait to play it. And, you know, if you're someone who loved Dynasty Warriors and you like even better story and more characters and, you know, more colorful everything, you'll love this game. And that's just all there is to it. They went immediately after that into the Breath of the Wild DLC packs. And actually, man, that Battle Arena looks awesome, right? Where you go down, and if you complete all of them, you can, you know, unlock the Master Sword's full potential. But you think like those trials, you would think that it's like the old ones, where you just go and it pops up and there's some enemies. But this is actually like strategic leveling, you know, or level designs, where you go from one to the other, and you have to really think about what you're doing and how you're going to overcome this, and just enemy fortresses and stuff like that. It looks really, really good. So it's actually got me more excited about that first DLC that I've already purchased, not really knowing what it is. Mario plus Rabbids, they went on about that. That's coming out August the 29th. They just reiterated this. I didn't expect it to be in this conference, and I don't think it had to be, but I understand. It only took up a minute, though, so that was okay. And they did play this even more in the treehouse, which I'll try to share some of those videos as the day goes on. And this is, yeah, it's solid. I'm so excited about this game. And if you're not excited about this game, then you just haven't looked at it enough. I know a lot of people are like, I love XCOM, but this is just Mario and it looks stupid. But I'm telling you, this game is going to be funny. It's going to be fun. The relationship between Mario and these Rabbids are really going to make you you'll have a soft spot in your heart for them by the end of this game, I feel. And it's really going to do favors for you and everyone else, because it looks like the combat being, you know, the majority focus of this game and its development is really going to pay off, and it's going to be something we can return to and play more and more of, which I'll talk more about that game. As I said, I'm going to do like individual videos for everything we saw, which may take some time, but throughout the week we'll do that, and that way we can do breakdowns and things like that. If I had, you know, a couple clones of myself, I'd be more than happy to get all that done today, and as fast as the other people with groups of, you know, individuals working with their channel. But it's just me, just a little old me, and you know, I work hard for you guys. I do. Anyway, so Mario Odyssey got a release date, October the 27th. Man, we have got, so far, just right off the top of my head, I know another game was announced outside of these, but Assassin's Creed also comes out on that day. So you have Mario Odyssey and Assassin's Creed in the same day. And I'm just like, okay, that's you know, a quick $120 out of my pocket for that week. But yeah, Mario Odyssey to me stole the show. It's you know, it's one of those games where It might not be like the run-of-the-mill game that you see from Sony or Xbox or something like that, which, oddly enough, those have all started looking alike. Has anybody else noticed that? Like, God of War looks an awful lot like Horizon Zero Dawn, which looks an awful lot like 5 of the zombie games they announced, which looks an awful lot like they look very similar. But when you get to something like Mario Odyssey that's really colorful and really just open and vast and intuitive and just looks like it's just pure fun, like unfiltered fun, it really just stole the show for me. I think this game I'm most excited about, and it's one of those that you'll shut your life down to play until I collect everything that's inside of that game. I'm extremely excited, and I think thanks to this right here, especially coming out in October, it's going to push Nintendo to have a very strong holiday season this year. Metroid was talked about. These have all come out since, and a couple of them I got off the E3 website, which they're still updating that as they release these things. But this one was specifically talked about in the Treehouse Live, and it's huge. It's the remake of Metroid 2. This is the original 2D Metroid, and it's called Samus Returns, and it looks fantastic. Oh man, does it look good. Like, the art style is interesting. They did upgrade it, I think, because they want it to appeal to a new generation, as opposed to it being pixelated and somebody picking it up and going, look at this. That looks pixelated. I don't want to play that, right? But it is for the 3DS. And this put life back into the 3DS for me. I mean, this month I do want to play Ever Oasis. I am going to pick that up. And there are games coming out this year that I'm definitely going to play on 3DS. But that one, wow, it really just... and it's coming this year. It's coming right around the corner with a special edition and everything that comes with a cool CD and stuff like that. So then on the website, you know, it's reinforced that Sonic Forces is coming out this holiday season, which that's a multi-platform, but it's also coming to the Nintendo Switch, and it looks just as good on the Switch. And Skyrim Switch coming obviously fall of this year. So if you really get down to it, we didn't see like a ton of instances of like huge companies making huge announcements. From Software, I really expected them to pop up at the Nintendo E3 press conference, but they didn't. They were nowhere. From Software was like not at this thing at all. I expected in Sony's there'd be a Bloodborne 2, and it wasn't, and it was just like this whole big thing, which we know that's like a different that's a whole different thing. But anyway, to be mentioned too really quickly, Metroid Prime 4 is also not Retro. So Retro is still working on something else. This is a new team, so they didn't reveal that either. So if you really break it down, you have August as Mario plus Rabbids. September is Pokken Tournaments. The big one. October is Super Mario Galaxy. November and December, somewhere in that area, you'll see Rocket League, Xenoblade, Fire Emblem Warriors, Sonic Forces. You're going to see Skyrim between September, August. Well, actually, August and October, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of titles that are looking to come out to finish this year out really strong, and this doesn't count indies, and it also doesn't count third parties that probably will be announced and pushed on multi-platforms by then. Things like Lego Worlds and things like that, which inevitably are coming. We just don't know a whole lot about them. Well, anyway, that's going to do it for this breakdown. I'm going to do individual videos so I don't have to do like an hour-and-a-half video here and try to mix it down. We'll break down everything that we saw. I'll kind of look at it, talk about it, we'll have discussions, and also have a podcast coming. By the end of this week, we'll have it finished and ready to go. And this is going to talk about all 3 of the conferences, talk about who we thought won, and things like that. And it's going to be really good, and I promise it's not just me making it's not just me making voices. That's a joke. I don't think anybody thinks that. But yes. So the online service was not mentioned at all, nor was the virtual console, which to me was a huge missed opportunity. And I know right now they're confused as to where to go with it. But come on, I mean, Nintendo's got to do something with this. And whether they release another Direct soon or not, I don't know about it. I hope that they do. But something is seriously like a miss, and they've got to get this out. They can't waste any more time. It's been, it's been a long time wondering what's going to happen here, just for them to say, well, we don't know. We'll look at it next year in 2018. No, that's not good enough. You can't make your people that's purchase your console right. You can't make people like me who have purchased this console wait forever to play virtual console games. You announced Metroid Prime, and guess what? The trilogy is on the Wii and why not port that over? This gives you an opportunity to get people excited and play and buy and purchase and whatever else you want to do. So Nintendo has to get this out immediately. They need to give it to us already and let us play. It doesn't have to be the full online service, but the Virtual Console needs to start rolling out immediately because Neo Geo is just not doing it. Anyway, guys, thanks so much. I certainly appreciate you. Be sure to like and subscribe below if you haven't already. Tune in later this week for the podcast. Be sure to watch this channel for all the updates. I'm going to be breaking down everything that we've seen, especially in the Nintendo conference, and maybe a few other games from on other consoles that really stood out, like Beyond Good and Evil 2. That, well, we don't really know where that's going yet, but you know, who knows? Either way, that's a good one to cover. GameCube throwback, yes. All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like to help to improve the quality of content on this channel and also help to make content come out faster, please go to this link at gofundme.com/Gamestork to help me replace the equipment needed in order to make this channel better. Again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and if nothing else, just be sure to watch, like, and subscribe. Thanks again. Bye.